Hello and welcome to Grape Expectations. So a short while ago I produced a video detailing my recommendation for a red wine to have for a turkey Christmas dinner, and I asked vegetarians out there if they would want me to maybe put a recommendation together for their Christmas dinner, and someone's come back to me with a recommendation. The problem is obviously with a vegetarian Christmas dinner it covers a whole wide range of different menus there. But in this particular instance, it's going to be mushroom chestnut pie with leeks and wine in it already. So yeah, this is my recommendation for a red wine to pair with that. A couple of things really to mention about pairings. There's essentially two routes you can take. The first is called congruent pairing, and that's where you have like for like similar flavour compounds in the wine and the food. An example of that might be a sort of creamy cashew dish, and you would then maybe pair it with a really full-bodied New World, lots of oak Chardonnay, very buttery, and that would kind of intensify the flavours, the creamy flavours in the dish. The other route, almost the opposite if you like, is what they call complementary pairing. And an example of that, again with this kind of creamy cashew dish, would be to take something like an unoaked Chardonnay or maybe a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, something with high acidity, very citrus, and that would kind of intensify the creaminess of the dish and sort of bounce off that. So I've taken some of these factors into consideration when I'm making my choice here. So traditional red wines that would go well with mushrooms and nuts and things like that are things like Syrah, Sangiovese, Tempranillo, Nebbiolo, Grenache. But I'm going to plump for Merlot. It's medium bodied, medium acidity, and it works well with things like mushrooms and nuts, but it also works well with things like blue cheese and cranberries. So, ideal for a vegetarian Christmas dinner. And the one I'm recommending to you today comes from Chile. Now, obviously that's quite a way away from Merlot's traditional homeland of France, but I think Chile is very underrated. If you look at it from a location perspective, it's perfect for growing grapes. It's in the right latitude in there, so it's going to have lots of sunshine to ripen the grapes, but it also has mountainous areas, so you've got altitude to moderate the temperature. But more important than that really is that Chile is essentially one long strip of land against the coast, and the coast plays a really important factor in terms of the kind of cooling fogs and sea breezes that come in and moderate the temperature there. So it's got the best of everything you can think of there. So the one I'm recommending, should I say, is from Waitrose. It's the Monte Reserva 2015. Monte is a very well renowned wine producer in Chile, and they're based up in a place called Colchagua, which is in the sort of north of Chile. It's not an area that's as well known as maybe Maipo Valley, but it really is an up and coming area. And if you ever needed to be convinced of that, well, think about this: the Rothschilds of Bordeaux. They've partnered with a local winemaker, Santa Rita, to actually open a winery in that part of Chile. So, yeah, if you ever need to be convinced, there you are. So yeah, this is my recommendation for a vegetarian Christmas dinner. So until the next time, take care. Bye for now.